Hey guys, welcome back to the Nottingham Forest career mode here on FIFA 22, Season 5, and we start with the team that are in 5th today. It's Everton. I apologise for the lateness of this upload. We'll be back to 3 o'clock every single day moving forward, live, but we'll make sure we get this video out to you. I'm hoping to have it live by 4. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping to have it out to you by 4. So, actually, moving forward, from tomorrow onwards, we are almost certainly going to be double uploading every day, if not 3 uploads every day. So please do make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell and you won't miss an upload. There'll always be one at 3 and the second upload will probably come at about 6. Tomorrow will be 2 and then I'll go 2 probably for Saturday as well, and then from there we'll gauge it. If I'm going to need to go 3 a day, then we'll probably go 12, 3, 6. Probably. 12, 3, 6. I'm just going to play it by ear. I'm just going to do whatever I can to make sure that we finish this 5th season. Because we're going to be making so many videos, and because we want to win as many trophies as possible, I'm going to be simulating even less than normal this season. So we will be playing a hell of a lot of games. We won't be simming many at all. We will play Everton, PSV and Wolves in today's video. Tomorrow will be Southampton, Newcastle, we'll sim Wolfsberger and then play Leicester. And then tomorrow's second episode will be Tottenham, Galatasaray and Crystal Palace before we move into the month of November. And then a particularly busy December. Right, if you're ready to get going, so am I. So do drop the video a like to make sure that your continued support for this series is shown and helps push the content to new people and grow the channel. Obviously, very much appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe to the notification bell ticked and you won't miss an upload. One thing to bring to your attention, actually, as we begin today, Emi Martinez picked up a pulled groin on the way towards this game and is out for 3 weeks. So Trikoupis is in goal. Let's see what he's all about. Everton in a 4-3-3. Pickford in goal. Anta Kappa, Shia Mulera, Luis Felipe and Jordan Teze. Pepelu, Palacios and Shaparenko in the midfield. Santiago Simon on the right, Damari Gray on the left, and then Lassina Traore, 84 rated up top. Some options on the bench, including an 81 rated Dele Alli. There's also an 80 rated Anthony Gordon as well. We are at full strength, other than, of course, that goalkeeping change. Tammy Abraham has a goal in every single Premier League game he's played so far this season, meaning that now I've highlighted that, he won't score. Okay, we'll give this a big switch up there to Vitaly Mykolenko, former Everton player, of course. Wilfred Ndidi used to play in blue and white for Leicester, now playing in red and white for us. It's a nice run by Jacob Ramsey, but I can't quite find him. Guendouzi, we have many options here. His footwork is spectacular. Hudson-Odoi, I'll try and dart down the line, actually, get around the outside of Tezzy. Stand it up for Tammy. Didn't quite work, but we've got the corner, and Jacob Ramsey will deliver it into the middle. And Mr. Abraham's underneath it. And he couldn't have missed by much less, could he? Oh, trying to work it back towards him. Hudson-Odoi should win this and has. Gay set up for Wilfred Ndidi, who's probably not going to be scoring from there. We couldn't have come much closer with Tammy. Powerful header. Slamming off the crossbar. No 1-0 lead. Jordan Pickford, well beaten. Terrible pass there. And through that gap. And Callum Hudson-Odoi is in here. And here's Tammy now. And he does have his goal. Everton gift me possession. And we punish them for it. That's normally the other way around, isn't it? Tammy keeps his streak up, 4 in 4. Guendouzi. Big ping looking for Mykolenko. And found well. Support from Ndidi. Closed down quickly by Lassina Traore, who's dropped a long way from the front line. Hudson-Odoi could have tried to look for Jacob Ramsey, but it might have been a bit hopeful to squeeze it through that gap. Ramsey will get it out wide here. I see Guendouzi actually arriving in the middle. It's Rashford that's found, and Pickford couldn't take any risks, tipping it over the top. And the Everton number 28, I think he is now, 29, tips it over the bar and keeps it at just 1-0. They did sell Pickford in this save, and I believe in the most recent transfer window, bought Jordan Pickford back again. I might be mistaken with that, but I don't think I am. Everton 1-0 down here, but thanks to their crossbar and now their goalkeeper too, it is still only the 1 goal in our goals scored column. They might have one of their own here sooner rather than later because they are building very well. But Mark Gay does just enough, and Rashford should also do just enough to get rid of that. 1-0 up at half-time. Damari Gray trying to deny him any option down the line and force him backwards, which we've done well. Thiago Almada now in the Premier League. Another young Argentinian star, though to be fair, in Season 5 he's probably not that young anymore, Thiago Almada. Probably 25, 26 by this point. Julian Alvarez has kind of replaced him as the young Argentinian star. Shaparenko around the corner. Jesus wept. We've both now hit the bar. And Everton very close. Jeez Louise! To an equalising goal. Trikoupis called into action. Not had too much to do thus far, but when needed, has provided a save. 10 minutes into the second half. Thanks to the woodwork at this end again. No further goals in this game. Palacios played in and just overhit. Lamptey into Guendouzi. He's gone again. Guendouzi. I don't know what... That was weird. I don't know why both defenders went for a tackle there. That was really odd. Tammy Abraham, good save. Jordan Pickford. What was that? Both defenders slid in at the same time. Must have been equidistant positions compared to the man in the ball. And the AI asked for a tackle, a slide tackle, and they both went for it. Well, that's not a bad ball, actually. Lacina Traore isn't as tall as Lamina Traore. Lacina 6 foot, Lamina 6'8". But certainly, at 84 rated, Lacina Traore is going to be a difficult player to deal with up top. He has been dropping very deep, though, in this game so far. They haven't really properly been able to utilise his physicality. They might be able to here. His passing, however, though, rather evidently, is letting him down more often than not at the minute. And we're going to try and work this and find that second goal. Mikolenko does have a decent delivery on him. Actually, try it on his right this time. Because I felt like Ander Kappa would have had me if I'd have tried to cross it on his left. But as it happens, Ander Kappa had me on either foot. And now here come Everton again. Lacina finds his pass this time. Ander Kappa now getting involved going forward. There's not long left. But there really isn't too much in this. You couldn't deny Everton an equaliser. But at the same time, I don't think you could really be upset if we do hold out and get the victory. I will have to call on fresh legs sooner rather than later. That was not supposed to go that side of Damari Gray. Because we've got multiple games coming up now that we've got cup football on the horizon, both domestic and European. Nice ball into Rashford. Poor ball looking for Tammy. Let's make some changes to try and hold on to what we've got then. Hudson-Odoi will come off and Pino will come on. You can see how tired Guendouzi's getting, so let's bring Michael Elise on in that cam role as well. And Niakate can come in for Nunez too, as we'll freshen up through the spine of the team. 12 minutes to hang on to our 1-0 lead. Shaparenko. Oh, it's a lovely ball. It's a big stop by Trikoupis. His first massive save. Really important for us, that. First proper one-on-one. And he's really not let me down there. I was concerned when Emi Martinez was out that Trikoupis wasn't quite going to be able to offer me what I needed. But I tell you what, he's made some very good saves in this game so far. And Jacob Ramsey could have nodded us 2-0 in front at the other end. We could have had a goal at either end of the field. Damari Gray going off. I think that's Anthony Gordon coming on in his place. We've got the 3 changes that we showed you a moment ago for us, with just a few minutes left in the game to try and see this out. I think it was Anthony Gordon, indeed it was, coming on for Damari Gray, but they've given away possession there, Everton and Palacios. Well, I thought, fouled me there, but nothing given. Mikolenko needs to show some strength and has done. And 2 minutes added on, and that'll be game. Elise will just hold on to this. In fact, just drive for the corner, because there's no need to waste possession. Give them the opportunity to go on a counter-attack. We will just play it out from here. I'll stand it into the middle. We might be able to get another one. We won't, but we don't need to. Or we still could. Elise! Good save by Pickford. Time just ticking over now. It's going to be a dub. It's going to be 3 points for Nottingham Forest once again in the Premier League. We remain unbeaten this season. And at the minute, kind of solely to Tammy Abraham's credit, that. 1 goal in a 1-1 draw, followed by 1 goal in a 1-1 draw. And then 1 goal and a 1-0 win. And he scored against Manchester United as well. Champions League football? No, that's not the case. That's a bug, which hopefully isn't going to be there for FIFA 23. Thank you very much. We will be playing in the Europa League against PSV. PSV in a 4-2-3-1. Joel Drommeling goal. Kiana Hoover at right back, who we used in the Cambridge save, I think. Baumgartel, Lucassen and Philip Max. Joey Veerman, Eric Gutierrez and Joel Linton Can with Bernardeschi on the left of him. Ismail Assar, an 83 rated Ismail Assar, looking very dangerous on the right-hand side for PSV. PSV, and then Ezequiel Avila up top for them. Some options on the bench, not too much in the way of support, but still decent. You can see how my side has rotated. Pino, Popescu, Elise, Mongala, Cook, Niakate, and Richards. Not a full changed 11, but a main changed 11. We've made about 8 changes for this fixture. Of course, we've got a game against Wolves in the league, who are always very, very good. In like 3 days' time, I think we're playing Thursday, Sunday, so we need to make sure that we've got the majority of our first team players fit for the league. Tyler Cook gets his first game in a Nottingham Forest shirt for Christ knows how long, about 3 seasons, I think. We had pinned our hopes on him early doors, first season. Jeremy Pino can't keep himself on side, but unfortunately it didn't work out for Tyler Cook with regards to his potential after that big 7-month injury in year 1. And we didn't know that that was going to be a sign of things to come in this save with 7-month injuries, but we've dealt with it as best we can throughout the course of the save, and hopefully this year we will manage to avoid any big injuries like that. That's the dream anyway. Lovely little dink over Omar Richards there. Ismail Assar is going to be a real pain, isn't he, in this fixture. Keeper should catch that and does so, and managed to keep it out of the goal by doing a quick 360 spin on the line. The other 2 sides in this group, Galatasaray and Wolfsberger, should also be, on paper, pretty straightforward for us. We should be topping this group, but we've felt that way before about European football when we've been in it, and, well, it hasn't transpired that way. So we're not going to take anything for granted, not going to take anyone too lightly. We're going to make sure we do our absolute best to win every game in this group stage. And Popescu giving us a 1-0 lead to help with that. Well worked, that one. To Tyler Cook. Brought down nicely by Jeremy Pino. Tyler Cook again, space there. And Popescu's played in again. I'll do the, Sorry, PSV. You don't really deserve that. Popescu was in, and I saw the man free on the far side and felt like I could get it between... Was it Elise? It was. Elise number 21. Felt like I could squeeze it across. I couldn't quite do it. Deflected off the defender, and to be fair, the keeper probably should have then left that to go out for a corner, but he's reacted to it, saved it, and that's then fallen straight to Tammy, whose goal-scoring streak now continues, but... that was certainly a lucky goal, to say the least. We'll take it, though. We lead by 2. That's a nice touch by Ismail Assar. And into Avila. They've got some quality of their own, PSV. A warning shot. A warning goal. Don't count your chickens yet, boy. It's not finished. It's not over. Manchester United did something similar. When we went 2-0 up, they pulled it back to 2-1. Hopefully, we can still get the victory here as we did there. At half-time, Wolfsberger are beating Galatasaray by 2-0 away from home. I'll be honest, I haven't been expecting much of a challenge from Wolfsberger in this group stage. But them getting that result thus far in the opening game of the competition this year certainly is raising some eyebrows. They might be more of a test than we expect. We will find out tomorrow. Continually here, though, Ismail Assar is going to try and bring focus starkly back to today's game as they look for a second goal here, PSV, to find themselves an equaliser just after half-time. But we'll let that go. I tried to let that go. Didn't work. They very nearly, luckily, got a goal of their own. That's certainly not the best of clearances, is it, mate? I thought I'd put full power behind that. That evidently didn't work at all. Tammy Abraham out to Octavian Popescu. See Jeremy Pino will force him a little bit wider with a bit more power on it, but still not as far wide as I intended the pass to go. Struggling a little bit to get going at the beginning of the second half. I hope they don't make me pay for that. They certainly could do, though. It's a great finish from Avila for their first. They might be working the chance for a second here still. Bernardeschi into the middle and away. Omar Richards. Mongola's there again. You see Elise backing away. See where he wants it as well. Tammy gets a little bit lucky. Not quite as lucky as he did for his goal, but still lucky enough for us to keep possession. And a bit of space here. Tammy, good save by Drommel. No third. Tammy's coming off momentarily, making another couple of changes to keep some more first-team players fresher and fitter for that game against Wolves. Slightly overhit, but Fearman does get to it. Avila, that's overhit, but he might keep that in there, Ledesma, and he will do. And the cross was half decent as well. I'll take the throw. 15 to go. Tammy going off for Bustos. We've also got Maitland-Niles coming on for Tarek Lamptey as well. Just the 2 changes, unlike the 3 that we made in the last game. But PSV have gifted me possession back there. And hopefully, we've got this one all wrapped and sorted. Oh, it's a good block there, actually. We'll just run the ball about. 8 minutes to go. Still plenty of time for either side to score. Cook will get that through there to Yeremy Pino. We say either side to score. We're the ones that have. Yeremy Pino on the right-hand side makes it Forest 3, PSV 1. The win streak continues. The Tammy goal streak continues. And the smiles continue around the City ground. Nice assist that for Tyler Cook. But still a lot to do when Pino got hold of it. Good finish. Never mind, we didn't need to clear it. We didn't need the 3rd goal in the end. A 3-1 win against the Dutch side. And we have ourselves a winning start to our Europa League campaign this year. Intrigued to see how the other game finished. Both sides scoring in the second half, 3-1 to Wolfsberger. So we will be joint top of the group with them. Wolves are bottom of the table. Wolverhampton Wanderers have a ridiculous team. They've played a game less, but they've still lost 3 of their opening 4. What's happening there? Well, to be fair, our game is just being played on the Sunday because of the Europa League game, so it's not. They haven't played a game less. We're just playing slightly later in the weekend. What's happened to Wolves? Their team is genuinely good. I know they sold Joe Gomez recently, but outside of that, they made a couple of other good signings. Their squad depth and strength in general was very, very high last time I recall seeing them. Intrigued to see what their starting lineup looks like now. If we can win this, we could go 3rd in the Premier League. Let's try and do the winning, shall we? 5 at the back for Wolves. They do have a really good starting 11, but they are lacking in a couple of areas. Etienne Green in goal is 82, Nelson Semedo 81, and an 83 rated Joel Matip, a 78 rated Leander Dendoncker. They've not really replaced the outgoing centre-backs that left them earlier in the save. 89 rated Ronald Araujo, however, and then an 85 rated Ait Nouri at the back. They do have some quality in defence. Curtis Jones at 86 and Jude Bellingham at 88 is quite the remarkable centre-mid pairing. Then 85 Noah Lang, 83 Myron Boadu, and 85 Pedro Neto. It's in defence that on paper they struggle. Still got an 84 rated Thiago Alcantara on the bench. I didn't see from the league table, you guys might be able to pause and go back, whether they're struggling to score goals or they're conceding too many, or both, which is why they're bottom of the table. But you know damned well they won't play like a side that's bottom of the table here. So we are fully prepared for a proper challenge. We always get one against Wolves, and this undoubtedly will be no different. Nice tackle by Ndidi. Got them on the back foot initially. Oh, Joel Matip stands in very nicely indeed. With the nature of their weaker right side of defence, we will look to prioritise efforts down the left side of my attack, if possible, through Marcus Rashford. Boadu looking to get it inside, and Gay will get rid of it. I will go one way to then, wait for it, go the other. That wasn't meant for Tammy. It was meant for Rashford, but we found him. Tammy went to ground there, and I'll be honest, did have a little bit of a heart murmur there, thinking that he might stay down. It's not too dissimilar from how he picked up his injury last season. Ramsey looking for Tammy. Here's Guendouzi. It's going to be a lot of bodies at the back for Wolverhampton Wanderers. But are they going to be enough to stop us for 90 minutes? There are enough to stop us for 11. Curtis Jones given away to Guendouzi. That's loose from the former Liverpool man. And Tammy has the space here to get into. It's a question of, can he beat Matip? He didn't need to. He found Jacob Ramsey, who finds the side netting. Keeper made himself big at that near post, and there wasn't the angle to find. Good opportunity for Assat to take a 1-0 lead. Again, coming down the left-hand side of our attack and the weaker right-hand side of their defence. Tarek Lamptey actually got up very well for that. Soslaw if and when we do score, it'll come down the right-hand side of my attack and the left-hand side of their defence, because that's just the way things tend to go, isn't it? But I'm trying to prey on their weaker side. Tammy gets that first. Oh, but he was offside. Come on, Tammy, mate. Here's Noah Lang. Oh, it's a heavy touch, and Mikolenko will pounce on that. Thank you. Go for a switch. Hudson-Odoi will just nod this back home. Guendouzi getting into a bit of space that's opened up since Hudson-Odoi went central. We'll look for Ndidi. We'll find Ndidi. Rashford's on the run. Can I get him through that gap? Ah, it's gone towards Tammy. Pressed the goalkeeper. Couldn't quite get to him. Can we win this header? No. And oh, you're going to have to show a bit of pace here, please, Mark. He's done just enough to beat Pedro Neto to that. That was really, really worrisome when he first played that pass. I thought I might have been in significant trouble there. Guendouzi out to Hudson-Odoi. Jacob Ramsey is in the box. Tammy is arriving to Dendoncker with a good clearance. Can we win that, please? We have. Lay this inside. Wilfred Ndidi, no, don't fancy it from there with him, to be honest. Please be onside. Vitali was not. 0-0 still. Jones and Boadu. Noah Lang. Get there, get there, get there, get there, get there, get there, get there. Semedo back to Noah Lang. That's a decent delivery. Up we go, please. Up we go, please. Important second header there. Oh, you're kidding me. And away, please. Oh, dearie me. Hotly contested first half that could really have ended in tragedy there for us at the back. As expected, Wolverhampton Wanderers been the most difficult side that we've played so far today. On paper, that makes sense. Given their results so far this season, not so. But I guess you would probably expect them to bounce back this season regardless of their poor start. We just hope not to be the side that they bounce back against. And brave call from the referee not to give a red card to Jude Bellingham there. That was not a good challenge at all. And I am perhaps slightly frustrated there that he hasn't brandished a red card. Hudson-Odoi is in nicely here. We'll tuck this back. Guendouzi will look for Rashford and find him. He's got the pace to find the space. And Etienne Green makes the save for those in gold. Ramsey delivers. Rashford's trying to get there. Noah Lang clears. Wilfred Ndidi brings it down. Get this across here to Gay. Quickly forward. Hudson-Odoi looking for Tammy. Again spins well. Numbers in front of him. Between the ball and the goal, though. No opening goal yet. But should Wolves be down to 10 men? You tell me. Neto. Tackled by Guendouzi. Or it might actually just been a pass. We've won the ball back there, though. And indeed, he finds Jacob Ramsey, who will look for Tammy. And, whoa, Joel Matip only just able to get that away there. That was really awkward for the Cameroonian at the back. Fired into Jacob Ramsey there. Needs some good footwork. It wouldn't let me change to Callum Hudson-Odoi to pick up the loose ball that was right friggin' next to him. And now I might be in trouble going the other way. Neto played in. Jacob Ramsey picks that off. Guendouzi, look forward. Find the man that's forward. Hudson-Odoi. Into Ndidi. Rashford. Mikolenko around the outside. Tammy's in the middle. We'll stand it up. Tammy's there. Oh, but he can't quite get to it. And that's going to be the end of the game. Trikoupis has come in and kept 2 clean sheets today, so fair play to him. Cracking performance from the goalkeeper with some big saves in there as well, both one-on-ones and acrobatic dives, but that was a tough one. Only 4 chances in the entire game, and you would imagine from the way that that game panned out, the reason Wolves are where they are is because they're not scoring goals. We'll have a quick look at the league table before we end and just A, see where we are, and B, try and figure out why Wolves are where they are, because their front 5 are all very high quality, so you would expect them to be much higher in the league than that, but that's only their 2nd point of the season. We'll start tomorrow with a game against Southampton in the Cup, which hopefully we will advance from. We are in 6th at the minute, 4 points off top, and that point takes Wolves up to a lofty position of 19th. They've scored 4 in 5 games. Not great. So they'd scored on average 1 a game until they played me and didn't score. But they've conceded 10, which is more than almost anybody else in the league. It's the 3rd highest leaky defence in the table. And to be fair, that was 10 goals in 4 games because we didn't score against them either. You'd say 2 points dropped on paper, but I do feel like Wolves earned that point. They kept my chances to a minimum and created as much as they could against my rock-solid defence. Regardless, that is all for today's episode. Again, apologies that it's slightly late, but we will have a double episode for you tomorrow, double upload for you tomorrow. So do make sure that notification bell is ticked. Ensure you're continually subscribed to the channel. We're not far away from 23 either, but let's get some trophies in on 22 first, shall we? I'll see you tomorrow.